I need to respond with this squad, man. It was bad. It was so terrible in the previous 2 games. I couldn't get it done in situations where it could have been done. So I think I had a couple opportunities late in games to possibly take the lead because I think I had a couple situations, like I said, where I had 2 guys on, nobody down. I was only down 2 runs in the game, so I could have possibly found the gap or even sent one deep, and I would have taken the lead, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. But it just seems like that is the case for myself so far in this damn game. But that is what cannot happen in this new run, because yeah, I did have to start a new run over again because I was 2-0, and then the first video I posted today, I lost those 2 games back to back. So I got to start a new run, but it's alright because I wasn't, 8, 9, 10 games into my run. That would have sucked big time if I was, 10 games or something into this events run. I had to start all over again, but it would be nice if I could get that 93 Miller, because I would sell him, obviously, get some 50,000 stubs. I think he's going for now, but who knows. If I'm even able, lucky enough to get him, I should say, then he may not even be going for 50K at that point in time, because I'm sure a lot of people will have him by then, so he's definitely going to drop in price. I'm not even really sure how the live series Miller is still going for around 150K. I'm guessing it's just because the Indians collection, you get Lofton, Brantley. You get some very good players for doing that, because I'm not even joking, man. I got him for like 80K a couple weeks ago, but that's just crazy. I'm not really sure how long that's gonna last. That he's gonna be around 150K, but CC was on the mound in this game. I think I said in one of the previous games that he was on the mound, and he wasn't. Maybe he was, but I completely forget. But I think this guy actually had a pretty solid team too, because I haven't really played anyone so far, I don't think, with a very good team in events so far. This guy's team was almost all diamonds. I think he had 2 silvers on his squad. JD Martinez was one of them. I forget who the other silver was. But he also had the flashback Steve Pierce too, which is an amazing card versus lefties, man. Very good. I think he has very good contact and power, so it's not just one of those cards with very good power and no contact, or good contact and no power. I think his vision is alright on that card too, but now that you're playing the events, that may not even matter early on in games and stuff. But look at CC. CC is starting this game off very good, man. He's getting back-to-back Ks. 97 Goldschmidt is going down swinging too, and then ARENADO is just lining out to center field. That ends the first inning, so I don't know, man. I need to take the lead in some of these games, because I've been doing a good job, I find, when I've been taking the lead and holding on to leads. But when I've been going down in games, I don't know what it is. I can't do it. I can't get it done, man. I can't come back in games when I've been going down. But I was making some good swings in this game, especially, man. I was making very good swings. Justin Upton, I'm pretty sure I squared that one up completely. And that's just going to right center. Fairly deep. He makes the grab, and then McCutcheon is up next. And he's just hitting a weak line drive to first base. So now Karros is in. Karros has been raking so far. I haven't even discussed Karros so far. Well, not so far, but not that much. Not as much as I should be, because he's been doing a very good job. I find that I've been doing better against righties with Karros, to be honest. I think he's one of those righties with better contact but worse power. And then he has worse contact versus... he has better contact versus lefties and worse power than right... What am I even trying to... What am I trying to say? He has better contact versus lefties, but his power versus lefties isn't as good as righties. So he doesn't have... his contact isn't as good against righties as it is against lefties, and his power is better against righties than lefties. Okay, I think that made sense. But that's pretty much the case with Karros. And then, yeah, I've just been doing better against righties pretty much with that Karros, but I wasn't able to get anything in the top of the second inning. This guy wasn't able to get anything in the bottom of the second inning, so Rendon is leading things off now in the third inning, and again, making a fairly solid swing, man, but that is just going right to his right fielder. I'm not going to be one of those guys who complains about that shit, because obviously that's going to happen. It happens to everybody. At this point in time in the game, I don't even find, a big deal. That's a big deal anymore. I can't even play this game now without laughing my ass off, because every single game, man, something bullshit is going to happen like that. You just have to expect it, man. You have to go into every single one of these games just saying bullshit is going to happen. Just seriously. Every single time a game is loading up, just say it. Say bullshit is going to happen. And then when it happens, it's not a surprise. So look at Lucroy again. Is this Lucroy breaking the goose egg again? If that is, that's yet another game when Lucroy has come up to the plate and he's been breaking goose eggs pretty much, but Lucroy was able to get on base, and then Holiday off the bench wasn't able to do something clutch. So now CC is obviously out of the game. This guy is starting the top or the bottom of the third inning off, and Kane isn't able to make that grab. Wow. So I don't know what the hell happened right there, man. Kane has very good fielding, so that wasn't something where I got to the ball a little bit early, and that would have made sense or something. I thought I got to that ball at a good time. Should have made the grab right there, and then I think a couple batters later, this guy is sending one up the gut. It's going off second base, so I'm not able to get anyone out right there either. So now ARENADO is up. There is 2 down, but there is 2 guys on, so just need to keep ARENADO in the park, because yeah, this is exactly what would happen, man. This guy, if he had a 3-run shot or something, no chance in hell I would come back in this game. But I'm able to get a 1-2 count on ARENADO. He's just hitting a weak ground ball to short. I'm able to get the force out at second base. That ends that inning. So now top of the 4th. This guy then had the 93 Miller. Not really sure if he went the distance in these events or if he just bought him off the market, but either way, 93 Miller this guy has, so he is inserted. Pretty sure the stats are identical almost to the live series Miller, which is very good. It's very good they released that card, man, because I find that since the live series Miller is going for a shitload of stubs, not that many people obviously want to spend 150,000 stubs on a relief or on somebody out of the pen. You know what I mean? No one wants to spend that many stubs on somebody out of the pen. But I wasn't able to get off to a good start in this inning either. Barry Larkin just lined out to center field, but Lorenzo Cain is finding the gap, man. So this is when something needs to be done. He is getting a triple. You know, with that speed, he is getting on third base 100%. You find the gap at Coors Field. Somebody with 90-plus speed most likely will get a stand-up triple. So now, ARENADO, dude, this is it. This is it. This is when something needs to be done. That was actually a very solid at-bat. I fouled off a good amount of pitches, and then ARENADO delivers yet again in the clutch, man. ARENADO is just the heart and soul of every single squad I use, man. Ranked seasons, events. If I was able to get him in BR, he would most likely be the heart and soul of that squad too. So he's getting the squad the lead in this game, going up 1-0. Then a couple batters later, McCutcheon is sending a missile up the gut too. So now with 2 guys on, just need to get some insurance, man. 1-run lead in this event isn't cutting it, man. You need to get at least a 4-run lead or something in this shit to be anywhere close to comfortable. But Karos is sending one up the gut too, and I'm cashing in yet another run. So he did walk the next guy coming to the plate. And now Lucroy is up, and come on, ball physics. Get out of play. Get out. Get out of play. It's staying in play. He makes the grab. So bases loaded with Lucroy up. Not able to cash in any runs. But I am up by 2. So this can't be panic time. This can't be the time to panic. This needs to be the time where I do something clutch. So Miller is in. I have not been doing that well with Miller on the mound. Everyone's been doing a good job against me, I find. And then look at Lucroy, dude. Look at this BS. Look at this fucking horseshit. I don't even know what the hell to say anymore. Lucroy can't block that. And then he's getting on base. So can you believe this? This guy is definitely going to string together a couple base hits, get a rally going, because Lucroy can't block garbage. He can't block a beach ball. But luckily, dude, I was able to get out of the 4th inning. No runs scored. This guy wasn't able to make the comeback. So thank God, man. Fucking Lucroy. Another game, another earth-shattering moment for Lucroy behind the plate. But Lorenzo Cain gets player of the game. ARENADO should have got it if you ask me.